Live from
House.
Yes,
House.
and welcome to another edition of the first 2013 Reeltime Awards. Please welcome your hosts, Kyle Stewart and Rob Smith. Where is he?
Oh, no, I left him in the cupboard from last week.
You're 1 week, eh? 1 bloody week, Kyle!
How did you survive?
You don't want to know.
What the heck is that? Oh, you're cleaning that up now.
Yeah. What episode is it today?
Reeltime Awards, let's go!
Oh, it's the awards episode! You're a lovely audience.
That invisible guy there.
Call me
Hello. Oh, we're getting late tonight. Right.
Hello everyone, welcome to a very special episode of Reeltime.
And it's the Reeltime Awards.
Sparkles!
And thanks for all the people that didn't comment on the last video and tell us for category, so we made our own.
Boom. Yeah, I think we'd all agree 2013 has been a very good year for films. A lot of diverse films, you'd have to say.
Loads of films, and I think for a year of film, I've watched a lot of films this year, more than I usually would in a year. And even films that I wouldn't normally give a chance. And it's just for you guys there. I saw Walking with Dinosaurs last week.
That is commitment.
It wasn't bad, it was just more a children's film.
And before we start, we are going to say that we are not including The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Because, yep, we're not including Anchorman because it's just come out.
And I've not seen it yet.
I've seen it, but I just haven't had enough time to go, But I'll tell you what, if there was a category best quotations, then that would be the only film in it.
I'm in a glass case of emotion! I am not a baby, I'm a man!
I'm blind! Oh wait, you haven't seen Anchorman 2?
Cheers, Kyle. Okay, so let's get this show rolling.
Right, so we're going to go and jump into each category, and the first one is Best Comedy of the Year.
The nominations are...
Number 1, The World's End.
Number 2, The Heat.
Number 3, This Is the End.
And number 4, Alan Partridge, Alpha Papa.
Whoosh! Right, all brilliant comedies this year. We've put all 4 of these in because we remember them the most for making us chuckle.
Oh, one thing I would like to bring up in terms of comedies is I've seen all 4 of these films since I've seen them in the cinema, either on DVD or on planes.
And they still make you laugh?
Well, one in particular didn't. I'll let you know. Actually, two of them.
But this is a positive episode. We're not slating how long.
No. I'm just saying that your perception of films changes.
Anyway, the winner is World's End, because we're British and biased to Edgar Wright. Hence episode 1 and 3. Love you, Edgar.
But let's be honest, I mean, it is a completely original story, very imaginative.
Very original, quotable,
funny.
Quotable. I remember all the characters, I remember their charms, and nothing beats Nick Frost's character.
And most importantly, no matter how many times we watch it afterwards, it will still make us laugh.
It's hilarious.
Which is exactly what you want from a comedy.
And as well, they play drunk realistically well.
Oh yeah. Congratulations, well done.
Yeah, well done.
So, the next category we're getting onto is Best Animated Films. Now, as you know, we are both huge fans of...
And we did an animated episode this year of Despicable Me versus Monster University. Both films are in this category.
So, the nominations are Frozen.
Despicable Me 2.
The Croods.
And Monsters University.
And the winner of Best Animated Film is... Despicable Me 2.
All brilliant films this year. What topped Despicable Me 2 though was story, characters and extra minions. But I will say, hats off to Frozen and Monster University for having beautiful animation though. They definitely had the best animation of this year.
But literally, Despicable Me beat Frozen by about that much.
Yeah, Frozen was my second favourite animated film. It was very close.
And Croods we pretty much put in there to make up the numbers.
Anyway,
now then, a very interesting category we get onto now.
Worst film.
Worst film.
Worst film. And alright, so these are films that just,
God awful.
I don't know if it's personal opinion or not, but we just didn't like these films that popped up in this list.
But to be honest, the ones that are on the list haven't done particularly well universally, so we're not in a minority here.
But yeah, well, we just didn't like them anyway. Film number 1, After Earth.
Number 2, Identity Thief.
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Number 3, The Hangover, Part 3.
And number 4 is Scary Movie 5.
And the winner,
loser
of the worst film, is After Earth by M. Night Shyamalan. With Hangover 3 closely behind.
Terrible story, really bad acting from Will Smith.
Just genuinely a poor film, and it did have a twist, I think.
Everything,
the Bloody Bird was a twist.
Everything you might expect from an M. Night Shyamalan film.
It's one of those films where we just sat through to the end, and then the credits rolled and went, a film by M. Night Shyamalan.
That explains it now.
And horrible film, horrible characters, and there's this one thing that irks me the most. Everything is adapted to kill humans, but there's this one bird that constantly keeps saving Jaden Smith's character. Some good human killer you are, bird.
And then it dies in the cold, when coincidentally it survived every other time it's been in the cold.
But it makes no explanation why it wants to save him either.
So yeah, god-awful film, well deserved. Next one is an interesting category. It's the biggest disappointment of the year. Now this doesn't necessarily mean that the winner is a bad film.
It's a bit like worst film, but it's more about the hype behind the film and how it impressed us when we finally saw it.
Yeah.
So these films, you can imagine that we hyped a little bit, or we thought, this is actually going to be a really good film.
Okay, so the first film on this list, Man of Steel.
Number 3, a repeat offender, The Hangover, Part 3.
That was number 2, by the way. That's the second film we nominated. You've got number 3.
So I said Part 3. Anyway, keep that in.
Okay. Number 3 is Jack...
You mean number 2?
No, number 3 is Jack the Giant Slayer.
And number 4... What is it? After Earth.
Now that's only in it because the trailer actually made it look quite good.
And we didn't know it's from M. Night's.
Yeah, and it had Will Smith in, so I was like, a sci-fi with Will Smith.
In other words, we were a bit stupid and didn't do our homework.
Yeah, but it's a bit incidental because we know which one is going to lose it. Anyway. So, Carl, please reveal the loser.
It's your turn to reveal.
No, I did. Oh, no. Oh, no, you're right. It is me.
We can just keep this in.
The winner of the winner of the biggest disappointment of the year is... Yes, it's Man of Bloody Steel.
That was a disappointment, knowing I did not see that coming. What a twist.
What a twist. Basically, it's because the amount of hype this has, the trailer made a massive deal of it, and I was so bored throughout the entire film.
It had the thing, it was hyped, Christopher Nolan hyped.
Yeah.
We saw amazing worlds, we saw some awesome scenes from Superman, loads of mystery behind his character, and I will find him! I will find him!
I mean, honestly, if they're war criminals, why the hell would they'd send them off into space as the only survivors when the planet's getting destroyed?
The film just had so many plot holes.
Oh, no, don't use your powers to save the dog, I'll go and kill myself!
Contradictions in its writing, and the only thing I really thought was good was the over-the-top fighting.
Yeah, but how many buildings can you smash into and still make it exciting?
The thing with over-the-top the fighting is, because it's such a serious film, the over-the-topness of being punched up into the sky to land on one of Bruce Wayne's satellites, to then be knocked back down again, just didn't suit with the whole dark, serious persona that they were trying to do. It works with Batman, but not Superman.
Yeah, given the fact that Superman's supposed to be a beacon of hope, this literally made me want to go throw myself off a building.
I guess the fight scenes were quite pretty, but that's
it was okay at best, but massive disappointment, which is quite closely followed by The Hangover Part 3.
Let's have a sigh of disappointment. Next category is Best Lead Actor.
Now, we all know that one of the things that makes a brilliant film is a brilliant cast. What's so funny about that?
No, just looking at the list, right. Category number 1 and 2.
It's not a category, it's a nomination.
Nomination 1 and 2. Tom Hanks.
One for Captain Phillips and one for Saving Mr. Banks.
Is that actually allowed? Can you do that?
Hell yeah, this is the Reeltime Awards, we can do whatever we want.
Right, there you go, okay. You can do 3 and 4.
Okay. Nomination number 3, Chris Hemsworth for his role in Rush. And last nomination, Martin Freeman in The Hobbit. So, is it your turn or mine? It's your turn. Let's announce it.
It's my turn, and the winner of this category, I'm just going to say it because he's got 2 nominations here, is Tom Hanks.
I mean, the thing is, what film do we give it for? Because his performance was really good in Captain Phillips, but I actually prefer Saving Mr. Banks.
Both brilliant performances. They're such different roles, so let's just say both of them for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Captain Phillips, he played quite a good, serious role there. I mean, I actually missed this film. Even though it was out for such a long time, I just didn't have time to sit through it.
It gives a very intense performance.
But I did see one scene where he wants to protect a pirate, one of his enemies whose feet are bleeding because they're not wearing sandals.
Yeah.
And he ends up offering to give him medical aid. But it's just how he talks to the pirates who are obviously, incriminating towards him and him up.
And in Saving Mr. Banks, he gives such a lovable performance.
He's just
Walt Disney.
He is Walt. He looks like Walt Disney. He plays Walt Disney. He practically was Walt Disney. Before.
And he also gives a very emotional side to it as well, which, to be honest, I did not expect at all. So, congratulations, Tom Hanks. You're a fantastic actor. Like good actors, it also takes a good actress to make a film great.
So we need more boobs.
Unfortunately, we've only got 3 nominations for this because we couldn't think of any other.
So we have 3 boobs.
Okay, so nomination number 1. Sandra Bullock for her role in Gravity.
Number 2, Emma Thompson in Saving Mr. Banks.
And number 3, Jennifer Lawrence for The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. Now this is a very tough one.
3 brilliant examples of great acting here. I can literally pinpoint scenes from all 3 of them and just scenes that they stood out in.
For me, 2 of them stand out. It's just difficult picking the one who stands out.
Exactly.
Oh damn, it's actually me that's supposed to be announcing it this time.
Right. And who is the winner of our lady of Best Actress?
I don't know.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because I can't.
I don't know.
Should we just give a multi-award? They've always given each other, I think, this year.
I think Bullock and Thompson are better than Jennifer Lawrence. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence is still brilliant, but I think they're both standout performances.
Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. Flip a coin.
Fair enough. No, we haven't even decided who's.
Okay, heads is Emma Thompson. Tails is Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
Okay, and I got. The winner is heads. Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
Saving Mr. Banks.
Yes, she gives a very emotional and lovable performance as P.L. Travers.
That's P.L. Travers, the writer of Mary Poppins, and her outbursts are hilarious. It's not a word. Well, we made it up.
Well, make it up. Make it up.
She plays the character so believable.
And when she starts crying, I'm like, oh.
And just quickly, I want to add, at the end, you get to see a recording of the real Travis.
Yeah.
And you get to hear her thoughts in the pre-production meetings.
Yeah.
And it's just like Emma Thompson.
It is very
uncanny.
well portrayed.
So, well done to Emma Thompson. Woohoo! Best Supporting Actor.
Supporting actors. Because obviously you can't have a cast without supporting roles.
Exactly, right. Okay, and nomination number 1 is George Clooney from Gravity.
Number 2, Benedict Cumberbatch for his role in The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug.
The only one in this one that actually doesn't play himself but plays a dragon and is awesome. Tom Hiddleston for playing Loki in Thor: The Dark World.
And number 4, Daniel Bruhl, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, for his role in Rush. So, who's it gonna be?
I know my one.
What, him? Okay. Alright then. Should you have a drum roll?
Yep.
Okay. The winner of the Reeltime Award for Best Supporting Actor is Daniel Bruhl for Rush. Well done to you. He gives a really good portrayal of Niki Lauda, which at times is both offensive and lovable
but
at the same time.
He plays the character well. He looks just like the original Niki Lauda.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they do a little picture of the original Niki Lauda at the end, and you're just like,
wow,
that's uncanny.
And his accent is just it's amazing.
And it's just in the more emotional scenes as well. He was really believable. I've actually felt like he was a Formula 1 driver, wanted to get back in the ring and win.
Yeah, I mean, just to put it out there, we believe George Clooney was amazing in Gravity, Cumberbatch was incredible, and Tom Hiddleston was absolutely brilliant as Loki, but he's the winner.
Right, we have worst actor of the year because we can't think of many bad actors.
So the nominations are Will Smith
and Jaden Smith. We're just hating on After Earth now.
Oh yeah, but it pretty much deserves it.
Right.
Okay,
what about Mr. Crumpet from Man of Steel?
Who's Mr. Crumpet?
With the personality of a crumpet.
Oh right. Oh, I can't remember his name. Oh yeah, him from Man of Steel. I can't remember his name. But yeah, he was pretty bad. So
what a beefcake.
The winner of worst actor is
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jaden wasn't too bad.
He was pretty bad though.
He wasn't too bad, but Will Smith, he's good. He's a brilliant actor.
Yeah.
But when he plays his light-hearted roles, the roles he's used to, he's more believable. But when he's like, I have no personality because this is my character.
Yeah,
he can't even play no personality that well. It's just stiff and wooden.
Oh, it's just awful. So well done, Will.
This is not training.
Next is the best soundtrack. Music goes for miles.
La la la.
And right, nomination number 1 is Wash.
Rush.
No, Wash. Rush.
Bing. Number 2. Oh, I don't want to read that one out.
Nomination number 2, Man of Steel, because Zimmer, it just had good music. I have to admit the soundtrack of it was very good and did catch the mood.
Nomination number 3, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug by Mr. Howard Shaw.
Put that away. We can't have Hobbit memorabilia in this episode.
Yes, we can.
And number 4, you might as well say this one again.
Frozen.
And
the winner.
And after a lot of debating and arguing and punching each other in the face, the winner is Rush.
Bing! I mean, the music in this film, it sets up the tension so well.
Perfect. There's just one piece that constantly plays in my head, and if I hear it, I'll recognise going, oh god, that's the Rush soundtrack. It's so powerful. Catches the emotion perfectly, and I think, can we just play a little bit of it here?
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Honestly, but for this though, we could just have a moment going, Rob, I'm going to quit Reeltime.
What?
Play the music.
You can't do that, Kyle.
No. I'm sorry, but the music is so dramatic, I have to go through with it.
Oh no! Yes, I'm on my own.
Oh. No, I'm not leaving.
I think we should also give credit to Frozen because it has a really good soundtrack, especially for a musical, because there isn't a moment where a song comes in where I think, oh god, it's another song.
Exactly, it's musical, it catches the heart. But
and
moving on to songs.
Oh, what? I'm waiting to credit The Hobbit.
Can't talk more about The Hobbit than we do for our actual winner.
Yes, we can. Moving on. The next award is for the best song to go with the film. This is specifically the song that plays at the end of the film, you know, in the ending credits. Okay, so nomination number 1, I See Fire by Ed Sheeran for The Hobbit.
Of number 2, of Monsters and Men, Silhouette.
Silhouette. Not Silhouette.
Let's do that one again. Nomination number 2, of Monsters and Men, Silhouette. Silhouette.
From The Hunger Games Catching Fire. And the last nomination is Let It Go in Frozen.
Right, and the winner of this one is clearly Let It Go from Frozen.
You what?
What? Sorry, was you expecting someone else to win?
No, not at all.
Because
this is to end in fire.
Let it go, the snow never bothered me anyway.
That is a really nice song, but one thing that I think kind of didn't help of Monsters and Men is that wasn't actually the song that played right at the credits. It was Coldplay, which is, to be honest, I think is a pretty bad song. So that doesn't help it. That should have come first. Yeah. Right. Now, a really difficult award now. Best Director. Now we know that, I mean, in Argo...
Opinions are going to differ on this one, isn't it? Ain't it?
In Argo, they said you could train a recess monkey to direct a film, when in fact, to be a really good director, it takes a hell of a lot.
It takes work, commitment, and you need your imagination to fully pull through. You've got to be a good team leader as well.
Yeah.
So all these films here have deserved the title of Best Director in their own right, really.
Yeah, but it's been such a tough year.
Yeah, more arguing and bickering on this one, I must say.
Okay. would you like to kick things off?
First best director is Ron Howard, the director of Rush.
Nomination number 2, Peter Jackson for The Hobbit.
And number 3, Guillermo del Toro for Pacific Rim.
Oh, fine, leave me to pronounce his name. Alfonso Cuarón for Gravity.
Okay, Alfonso I could get, but I didn't want to just go Alfonso for Gravity.
I feel we should say it first, is that Alfonso for Gravity and Peter Jackson, very innovative, using techniques I've never seen before.
And
very good.
Peter Jackson and then Del Toro, they just captured our childish hearts.
Yeah, but to pick one
Was hard. Are we doing separate awards for this one?
No, I think we could give it.
Which one were you going to vote for?
Well, you know who I want it to be, but I'm perfectly happy to give it to him.
Oh, I wanted to give it to him.
Did you? No, mind you, even though the actual techniques in that film are very good, the writing still lets it down.
Yeah,
a bit.
I guess. Right, well, should we... But that's had won 3 awards. Yeah, right,
we could give it to him because, to be honest, those techniques I have never ever seen before. But then again, I'd rather he won.
But I don't want to pronounce his name, so... Should we let this guy win?
Yes, let's let him win. And the winner of Best Director 2013 is... Peter...
Let's go for it. What was he going to say?
Peter Jackson?
Sorry, Ron Howard, I just got robbed.
I pointed at Peter Jackson and you said okay.
Alright, Peter Jackson wins.
I pointed at Ron Howard and you said he's won 3 awards already.
No, my finger was under Ron Howard. I was, but I was like, let's just go up.
Anyway, it's done now. Peter Jackson, you won Best Director.
Ron Howard literally just got robbed Smith.
He got Rob Smith. Oh, dear me. Okay.
Well, brilliant directing. He made 3 hours into one film, not feel like a drag.
And he's the master of 3D films now. He has done it absolutely superbly.
He has done it well, but Gravity was a brilliant 3D film as well.
Yeah, I feel we should touch on the others because we can't say Peter Jackson's the best.
Ron Howard caught emotion and told the story of, an old Formula 1 story perfectly.
And it's the best directed sports film I've ever seen. It is absolutely phenomenal. Gravity, I have never ever seen a film like this before, where shots last so long and it's so convincingly
And Del Toro, Pacific Rim, as we said in our review of Pacific Rim, it just captures the imagination of a child perfectly. It was a man's film,
and it is stunning to look at.
It's just beautiful to work. It's just stupidly awesome.
I mean, it's even with our best film award, this award is so difficult to choose between. So well done, Peter Jackson.
Exactly.